How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday, Halloween edition. 6 terrifying returns for you today, presented by yours truly, as well as a few of my friends here, bordering the ever-present through the mail Monday gigantic mouse pad. We will not see another Monday, October 31st, until 2033. I will probably not be doing videos. Although, who knows what our future holds, guys? None of us do. So let's just move on to our first return from Evansville, Indiana. This is a blast from the past. This I got back in June of 2020. Let's see who our first terrifying return of the day is. And we've got Paul Henrich. Paul Henrich was a player for the Boston Red Sox back in 1951. He was going to school. He was going to the seminary to become a minister. Stopped doing that so he could play a few games for the Red Sox. 4 games, in fact. 1951, he pitched 3 1/3 innings, gave up 8 runs and 4 walks. Not very good. He had arm problems. He had leg problems. His doctor thought he had a touch of polio when he was a kid, so his leg wasn't quite right. It kept hurting him all the time. Didn't have a very good time playing sports, but he made it to the highest level. Even pretty impressive back for 1951. He played for the Red Sox. He was on the Yankees as well when Casey Stengel was the manager. And he was in the elevator with Casey one day. And Casey was talking to another guy asking about Henrich. He did not know Henrich was in the elevator with him because he didn't know what he looked like. So didn't like him. Said he'll never make it. He's too much of a Christian. You got to be mean to play ball. That's what Casey Stengel said. And he wasn't a mean-looking guy. In fact, he looked like this. A little ghoulish, if you ask me. Very fitting for today's episode. And I guess Casey Stengel was right because he did quit baseball to become a minister. He opened up a brand new church in Aiken, South Carolina. His congregation went from 35 to 1,400 in the 22 years he was there. So he's pretty good at churching. Grew a nice little congregation there, nice little following, and retired at the age of 63. And what is he doing now at 97? Well, he signed my cards. But your mileage may vary. Not really any returns this year in 2022. So take the information here with a grain of salt. It is his correct address, I do believe, but who knows? It's been a while since he's had a successful return, but I got one back in 2020, so pretty cool first return here from Mr. Paul. It could be Henrich. There's an S on it, which really throws me off. But there you guys go. Awesome return. Actually, not awesome at all. Terrifying return from Paul. Let's move on to our second nightmare-inducing return. Doesn't it just raise the hair on your arms? God, that's terrifying. Second return, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 2020. Also from the vault a couple years ago. Go Dogs, Cole Wilcox. Cole Wilcox was drafted in the 3rd round by the San Diego Padres. $3.3 million signing bonus. That is a record for the 3rd round. Had a really good career at Georgia. You see where it says Go Dogs on a signature card. I did ask for that. Very cool return from him on the Team USA cards. In fact, there is a new Team USA set out this year in 2022. So check that out. Always a great time to get some of these youngsters before they stop signing. In fact, your mileage may vary with Cole Wilcox. He has not had many successful returns over the last couple years. He was all geared up to play in 2020. Of course, the pandemic took that away, and he got traded to the Tampa Bay Rays in the Blake Snell deal. So how about that? In fact, he had Tommy John surgery last year. He came back in August of this year and pitched a little bit, but his minor league numbers, very good. Let's hope Cole Wilcox pans out for the Rays, and we see him pitch sometime in the big leagues. He's 23 years old, did go to college, of course, so pretty cool return from Cole Wilcox. Not cool at all. Just dreadful return from Cole Wilcox. Will keep me up tonight for sure. Let's move on to our third blood-curdling excursion, guys. Let's go. Third return coming up. Spine tingling. Suburban Illinois, guys. Ron Kittle. No surprise who this is. Ron Kittle, who does sign for free except for one card, 1984 Topps. He charges $25. And yes, I did write him a letter of request, and I also sent that in there. That was from a private signing I threw in there just for the heck of it. 87 Topps signed, 87 Donruss signed nicely there in black Sharpie, 88 Donruss times 2 signed, and yeah, that's probably my least favorite card design of the 80s, 1988 Donruss. 89 upper deck, very nice there. for the set. And there we go, guys. 84 tops, $25 that cost. And he puts a blue dot in the bottom right corner under the outfield. I'm not sure why he does that at all. $25 times 2. Do the math on that. He was the 1983 Rookie of the Year, AL Rookie of the Year, beating out Julio Franco and Mike Boddicker. He had a decent career, 35 home runs in 1983, made the All-Star team, 35 home runs that year, 32 home runs the next year, and then after that, 8 more years in the bigs, and he only hit over 20 home runs twice, so his average wasn't that great either. I spent 8 of those 10 years in his bigs with the White Sox, and just 26 and 21 home runs, and he was in the teens after that. So his career started off pretty hot, but dwindled, and I bit the bullet and finally got those 84 tops signed. Why did I get 2 signed? Well, why not? Not quite sure the scarcity of 84 tops. Not sure how many people are actually going to go ahead and pay to get that signed, so when it's all said and done, there might not be that many 84 tops Ron Kittle cards signed, so we'll hang on to that and see what happens. But there you guys go, return number 3, terrifying as always. Let's move on to our 4th return of the day. Oh man, daunting. What a daunting sound that is. And our next return, guys, is pretty much opened already for us. Not really how you want to see the envelope come back from the post office, but that's how this one came back. Looks like everything's still in there. No way to know until we open it and find out. And we've got Dave Dravecky's 87 tops card peeking out there below the index cards, which were not signed. Dave Dravecky had a nice little career, 83 All-Star, another 83 All-Star. 64 and 57 in his career with a 3.13 ERA, 6 years with the Padres, 3 years with the Gigantes. He had a tumor in his arm in 88 that they removed, and he did come back to pitch. Quite a miraculous comeback, and unfortunately did not last that long. Eventually the tumor returned, and during a pitch to, I think the Expos, or maybe the Expos or somebody, his arm snapped in two between the shoulder and the elbow. Terrifying sound. Ungodly. And that is not thematically accurate to this episode. That is any episode, a terrifying image in your head, a clean break between your shoulder and your elbow. So that was it. He had his arm amputated. He's now a motivational speaker and doing pretty good. So that is our 4th dreadful return of the day, guys. Let's move on to return number 5. Wow, that one might actually keep me up tonight. Next return is from Texas. We have Bill Fahey. Bill Fahey, former first-round draft pick, first overall pick in 1970. 6 years with the Texas Rangers, 3 years with the Tigers. Spent 11 years in the bigs. He also was a coaching favorite of Roger Craig, following him from Detroit to San Francisco. Some you Giants fans might remember Fahey as a coach there. In fact, his son Brandon played a little bit in the Orioles organization. In fact, Brandon Fahey committed the last error at Yankee Stadium on September 21st, 2008. He committed an error and allowed Xavier Nady to get to first base. The X-Man. And I bet you guys did not know that. And Bill Fahey, there you guys go. There's information. Great signer. Awesome signer. Pretty much a backup catcher his entire career. I'm not sure how you go from being the first overall pick to being a backup catcher for your entire career, but he backed up the likes of Jim Sundberg, Gene Tennis, and Lance Parrish. So backup he did. His best year probably came in 79, where he hit like 283 with a handful of home runs. And that is that, my friends. Let's move on to our 6. We're on 6, right? 6 and undoubtedly most terrifying return of the day. Let's just not waste any time. Let's just do this, guys. Let's get it over with.
Phillies are world champions.
All right, gang. Undoubtedly, that was the scariest one yet. And coincidentally, this return is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we've got Bill Mazeroski. Oh, man. Nice return from Bill here. 86 years young, and his signature is still as gorgeous as it ever was. And it is tough to find vintage. Well, it's not tough, but they're expensive. But there is a lot of cool, newer cards of Bill Mazeroski, and these look absolutely fantastic. Really nice return from Bill. A dreadful return from Bill Mazeroski. 17 years in the bigs, all with the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2001 Hall of Famer, 10-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, 8-time Gold Glover. And those Gold Gloves eventually got him into the Hall of Fame. Of course, Who could forget the shot heard around the world? 1960 World Series Game 7 against the Yankees. Ralph Terry, game-winning home run. Won't be another game-winning home run in a World Series, to walk off a World Series until Joe Carter does it against Mitch Williams in 1993, crushing the Phillies and lifting my heart, soaring it to heights unimaginable. I'm sorry. I just can't get behind the Phillies. There's Bill's information, $10 a card. $10. I gave him a $50 bill and a $10 bill. I split an envelope and 6 cards in there, and I have no regrets, guys. Look at those cards. Those are awesome. And that is it for Through the Mail, a Monday. I'm sorry if you're a Philly fan. I'm a Mets fan. You can hate my team. That's fine. I know you do already. It doesn't matter. But let's go Astros. Let's go Astros. They're not cheating anymore. Get over it. You know, we were robbed of that year 2020 to hate on the Astros the entire year. So it is what it is. Plus, come on, Dusty Baker. He's a good TTMer. Great TTMer. He finally deserves a ring for sure. So let's get this done. So there you guys go. Through the Mail Monday. Put it in the books, 198. Hope everyone out there enjoyed it. Hope you guys liked my little Halloween-themed dealio. Anybody can name all of the pops I posted in this video. There's quite a few of them, and there's a few obscure ones in there, so it might be kind of tough, but I'll be impressed if you can get close. And that's it, guys. There's the haul. Very nice. Very nice. And, going to the NASCAR finale this weekend at Phoenix. Going to be there all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Little warm weather, little racing, stock car racing action. I went to a race since in Sears Point a couple years ago, so looking forward to going down there and doing that. Going to be posting my TTMM video number 199. I'm leaving Thursday, so I'll probably get that on Wednesday and post it, scheduled to post next Monday, so I'm already thinking about that, but probably won't get much done between now and when I leave for my trip, so just going to be back next Monday with another Through the Mail Monday, number 199. And, of course, hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. I do this every single Monday. Post occasionally other videos as well throughout the week. Hit that like button and comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of these returns, or at least let me know who all the pop guys were. And hope everyone out there, like I said, has a great week. See ya.